Hey everybody, it's Tyler with Gaia Force Gaming, and we have another local finals match for you guys. So this is at our other locals in Cape Coral, Florida, and this was after 4 rounds in top 8. So it ended up with the left player playing Imperialdramon and the player on the right playing Yellow Hybrid. Of course, the Rapamon version. So they roll off, and Imperial goes first, hatching his egg. Then he just starts with a blue memory boost, revealing the jamming Vmon, putting the rest to the bottom, bottoming the ice wall, which it's important to take note of. The yellow player starts with a Patamon, a Cody, and a Salmon right out in the front. Imperial goes into the jamming X Vmon, starts setting up to pressure the next turn, thinks about his play for a little bit, and just plays out another jamming XV. Yellow player does hit the hammer sparking security as he's going for some pressure, swinging out a couple times, and then he evolves the Cody into a Kaze to 0, and then puts him at 1 with Jet Sylphie to recover. So here it is the Imperialdramon player's turn, and he raises up his XVmon. He will swing at the security with jamming and draw for the inheritable. He will memory boost, playing out the Stingmon for 3. Then he will evolve into the Imperialdramon, spinning the Patamon to the bottom of the deck. He's considering his options. Yellow can have a scary security to swing into. Oh, actually, I think he's blowing his nose here. But yeah, he's thinking about his plays, and he is going to swing, of course. He does hit the Zoe, recovers. And he swings again, hitting the TK. Grabbing another memory boost, recovering again. So now the yellow player, they're both actually sitting at 3 security. So pretty even-paced game so far. He does swing in with the XVmon, and then he goes into the fighter mode to bounce the Jet Sylphie, which will give the yellow player another recovery down the line, but does establish a lot of pressure on board for the Imperialdramon player. So here the yellow player just evolves to a Zephyr, probably back into that Jet Sylphie, recovering to 3. And he is going to swing over the XVmon. Just thinking here of what to do next. He does just go to the Ophanimon, passing the turn, but, you know, putting himself to 4 security. So here he's making the decision probably whether or not to swing over the Ophani or use the Megadeth in his hand, I would assume. Swing at security on suspend, get all of his inheritables. Swing again. He does hit the Wyvern's Breath. That is rough. He evolves to the XVmon in the back, and then plays out the Davis, setting up a Stingmon play for a future turn. Then the yellow player is going to swing with the Ophanimon. Does hit the Hammer Spark. Ooh. And then Patamon hits the HPD, it looks like. Sorry, I have this sped up because it was a bit of a longer game. It was about 40 minutes long, and I wanted to, you know, make sure you guys can get the game experience, but get it pretty quick. So he's going to swing with his XV, jamming, draw a card, go into the Stingmon that, you know, he set up for last turn, right into the Imperialdramon, spinning the Patamon. And will the security stop him? That's the big question. He will swing, and it does not. So game 1 will go to Imperial. Imperialdramon is just one of those decks where if it does high roll, it is really, really strong. Yellow does take some time to set up. Once yellow sets up, though, it is a very devastating deck. I mean, these are probably going to be the two most represented decks in BT8, if I had to go ahead and venture a guess. They're both very strong decks, very, very, very good decks. And hopefully this matchup will give you guys some insight into how they play or how they want to be playing. So the Imperial player has already set up his XV in the back, of course. The yellow player does open with his TK. The Imperial player will... I said XV, I'm sorry, Stingmon. He didn't have the XV, unfortunately. Then he sets up a Ken Davis to pass the turn. Yellow player does go for his Kaze into the Jet Sylphie, of course, to recover one. Pretty standard early game is just getting some recovery, trying to chip damage here and there where you can. For yellow. So we do see him drop BT08 Vmon. And here he goes into the Ophanimon, passing turn, recovering to 6. So this one seems to be more of a bit grindier. The Imperialdramon player didn't get quite as much aggression as early. The yellow player is a little stable at the moment. Does swing into the memory boost. Follows it up with a Davis, grabbing everything but the EX01 Vmon, going back to the bottom of the deck. Then we're going to see the Cody get played, swinging, killing the Vmon, hitting a Stingmon in security. And then dropping another Cody. Cody is just a really strong card for passive memory game, as well as if you have the dual color, the Rapid or the Ophani, just being able to clear boards fairly easily. He does swing with the jamming, go to the Stingmon. Are we going to see a Pyodramon here? We do. Nothing to spin, but this could be 2 more checks. He does swing once, does hit Rapid and unsuspend, get all of his triggers on Inheribles or draw. Is he going to try to swing again or just, ooh, HPD? So he's going to HPD into the Dragon mode using the unsuspend from Ken Davis, playing out the 2 champions, of course. Rough that he didn't have the fighter mode. Going to another Pyodramon. And this could be game if there's nothing in security. Oh, never mind. He had the Wyvern's Breath. So it kills the Pyodramon, and I mean, that's really good. Security is the bane of Imperialdramon's existence. Swings with the Dragon mode. And then he does Mega Death that back to his hand. So he's got good board control here from the Imperialdramon player. Yellow player thinking out his turn. He does go into the Rapid. Minus 5,000 the Imperialdramon. He does swing into it and use Cody to swing over it. And then he does reinforce recovering the TK and putting the pad in his hand. He is leaving Imperialdramon with just the 2 Tamers, no egg, so even though Imperialdramon put a lot of pressure on the player to the right early, it is a little bit of a hairy situation now as he has to rebuild some momentum and hope that the yellow player can't get some steam going while he's doing so. It does go into another XV in the back. Imperialdramon just ends up with a book full of cards in their hand. So making these decisions, can Can be a little hard if you're a person who has a knack for analysis paralysis. It could be a little difficult to navigate. He does add the Rydramon and Dino B, it looks like. Yellow player is over to his turn now. He's going to swing with that Rapidmon, revealing a Stingmon. So then go into a hybrid, probably into a Jet Sylphie Ophani if I had to guess. We know he has the Ophanimon in hand. So, ooh, Zephyr. So he does not have the Jet Sylphie. Maybe he's drawn into it now. He does play the boost, gets the Jet Sylphie, recovers, and then is he going to pass with the Ophanimon? It appears he will. So, into the Ophani, and now he has 4 security to Imperialdramon's 3. Imperialdramon does swing with the XVmon. It has jamming. The security is buffed like 9k at this point from all the effects. He's going to play the BT08 Vmon, revealing top 4, grabbing the Imperialdramon Fighter mode. Asks to look at his trash. Does evolve into the Raidramon. And he will DNA, it looks like into Dino B. Oh, no. Into... He does have those stacked in the wrong order, but it's probably not going to come up in this game. He's going to swing and unsuspend. Does hit Zoe. Zoe reveals nothing. He will swing again, hitting the Wyvern's Breath, of course. Unlucky to hit that, and now he will just Mega Death away the Ophanimon. Player on the right will go up to 7 memory from the Codys. He's going to... I assume he's going to swing with the Salmon to try and recover. He does swing. Hits Lobomon, so he will recover. Does go into the Kaze to swing. Does go into the Zephyr to swing. And into the Kaze to swing again. So we are getting a game 3 from these two. Alright, so going into game 3, let's see who's going to end up going first. Does look like the Imperialdramon player opted for yellow to go first, and he does just pass. I'm going to take advantage of that memory, I assume. Evolve into the Vmon in the back. Play the blue memory boost. Grabbing the Lobomon. And going into the Raidramon, passing 2. Yellow is just going to pass again. Unfortunate. Here we're going to see him consider what to do with the Raidramon. He's going to play out the Stingmon for the 3 and go ahead and Jogress into the Imperialdramon. Swinging and unsuspending. Does not have the jamming, unfortunately, hitting that fall down mode. Yellow player is pretty bricked up though, so that security is really saving him here from a pretty swift defeat. If he had kept that Imperialdramon on board, he could have gone to the dragon mode and just ran away with tempo. Like I said, good security is kind of Imperialdramon's biggest weakness. Unfortunately, there's a lot of skill required to play Imperialdramon, make the right micro decisions, because they can come back to get you. A lot of testing to know when to press your luck. But man, when it high rolls, it does really high roll. So player on the right here does have the Ophanimon. He does go back up to 5 security. Player on the left does have the Raidramon going all the way to 6 memory with the Davis Ken. He does also have that blue memory boost live. He will swing with the Raidramon, so it will purge to security. Then he'll go into the XVmon, Stingmon, and it looks like he might just do the DNA Digivolution again. Into Dino B, unfortunately, not the Imperialdramon. Oh, he fixes his stat. Good. I was just going to mention he did it backwards again. This one will have jamming, so he will perhaps swing into security, I'd imagine. Do all his effects. Does hit the Susano, so good thing for jamming. He's going to pop the boost, go to 4. Is he going to play the dragon mode now? Yes, he is. Using the Davis Ken to unsuspend, he's going to spit out his blue and his green Digimon. But which ones does he want? He does just go for the XV and the Stingmon, of course. Oh. Does he decide to go for the Vmon instead of the XV? He does go for the Vmon instead. Swing of the dragon mode. He wanted to keep the jamming just in case. Understood. He would get to... Yeah, makes sense. Player on the right now back into the Jet Sylvie. Takes a look at his trash. And there's just a lot of pressure. Even with removal, he can only clear one thing, and it wasn't even the big thing, unfortunately. He's going to go into the XVmon. I would imagine he's going to swing here. Swing with the jamming. TK. Ooh. Some memory boost and a Cody. What did he recover? Swing with the dragon mode. Hits the Cody. Does play BT08 Vmon. Looking at top 4, grabbing, I would assume fighter mode. Because he'd be able to evolve and unsuspend, and then potentially swing twice here for game. He does evolve and unsuspend. Does swing once and again, and that is game. So good games from those two players. They did make it to the finals at our locals. Let me know in the comments, guys. I might consider, when I upload these games, also trying to get a quick deck profile from the winner of the match, just to put up and call it like Local Legends series or something like that. Anyway, stay tuned for more gameplay videos, for more metabytes, for our Monday night Discord locals. Join the Discord if you want to play in those and get some cool prizes. Check out, I'll add in the links to my Twitter. I do post some news in the Twitter sometimes, along with just random thoughts. And yeah, until then, thanks for watching till the end. You guys are the real MVPs. Stay beautiful, stay pure. Love you guys.